Hello guys, welcome to the next International Draughts class episode. You already know what is the drafts board, how it looks like, how it is set up before the game. So now, as promised in the last video, it's time to learn about how drafts, pieces and kings move and stake. Let's go! As you already know, the game of drafts is played on the dark fields only. The moves are made alternately by each side. The game is started by white pieces. And how does a simple move look like? A piece can move to a square that is adjacent, unoccupied, dark square. And after the move, the order changes, and now it's the black's turn. Now let's play a few exemplary moves. That's an extraordinary situation. If two different colors pieces are diagonally adjacent to each other, and behind one of them is the empty square, the one that is on the move is obligated to jump over this piece and make the capturing. The black piece on the 23 square is now taken and is being removed from the board. Let's take a look at the board, what is going on now, because black pieces has now a chance to take white piece or white pieces. How? For example, this black piece from 13 square can take one white piece to the square 24. And the one from the 14 square can take white piece from the 19 square, but also can continue the capturing of white pieces and move from 23 to 34, collecting two white pieces. Can black choose freely one of those two capturing ways? Actually not, because one of the most important rules of the international drafts is the majority capture rule. If you have two options of taking one and two pieces, you always have to take two pieces. Also, if you have the possibility of taking two and three pieces, you have to take more. You have to take three pieces then. It's really important rule, which also gives an amazing opportunity to do some perfect, beautiful, astonishing drafts combinations that I will show you soon. So let's make the proper move in this position. Black takes two white pieces. Now white pieces have two options of taking this one 34 square black piece, and they can choose which way they would like to take. For example, let's take it from 40 to 29. It was an exchange because the black pieces gave one piece, collected two pieces, and then lost one more. 2 for 2. An exchange. An exchange is a kind of deal between two sides, two players, because they agree to remove the same amount of pieces on each side and the game continues. As you can see, drafts pieces can move only forward. But what about taking? Let's take a look at some more moves of this game. In this situation, black pieces play 20-25. Of course, white pieces are obligated to take this one piece to the field number 20. And now black pieces have two options of taking this white's 20. Can do it forward or backwards. In this situation, in the international drafts, they are free to choose. You can take forward and also you can take backward. In this situation, it's better to take backwards. Let me just show you how beautiful drafts can be. Take a look at this opening. White starts with this move, black answers with this one, and then we have this move. And what can be some kind of mirror playing, black plays this way. Now, in the third move of the game, white pieces can lose by playing this move. And now, thanks to that, the taking, the capturing is mandatory, obligatory. The white pieces can make a beautiful combination. The coup, which is the draft's shot, the way of making a combination to gain pieces over your opponent. Black pieces can give one piece to white and then play this move. And now white pieces have two options of taking, this one and this one. In both variants, white would take one black piece, so they can choose. So let's analyze two options. First one, if white would take this way, then black would take 1, 2 and 3 pieces, because you can take backwards. Other option for white is to take this way. And now black can take 2 white pieces, and now white's options. This way they would take 1 piece, but the other way they would take 2 pieces. So the white pieces have to choose capturing 2 black pieces. And now black will take 1, 2 and third one backwards, and also this one from the 20 field will be lost. So you already know how to win or how to lose a game in 3 moves. Beautiful opening combination. But about combinations we'll talk much more in this class. It's the right time to meet the Draughts kings. What is the king in Draughts? When the piece gets to the last rank or the first rank of the opponent's side, it gets its crown and becomes a king. King is a very powerful piece on the board because it can move diagonally by as many squares as it wants till the very end of the diagonal. And also the taking looks like that. Let's make some exemplary moves in this position. As you can see, the king just cut the road for 3 black pieces. They have to now sacrifice 2 pieces, hoping that the last one of black pieces will get to the king and the game will end up with a draw. But no way, the white king cuts the way once again and blocks the black piece on the square 45. And what happens now? The black pieces are out of moves, and if you cannot do any move, then you lose the game. But we'll talk about that a little bit more a little bit later. Look at the next example. I don't want to frighten you, but I want to show you how powerful the Draughts king can be, and also how difficult the Draughts game is. Because sometimes making one proper move can be extremely difficult. In this situation, white king wins over 14 black pieces, but the right capturing can be done only in one proper way. Have a second, try to find how to take 13 black pieces, but you have to remember that you can take many times, multiply, going over the same square, but you cannot capture twice the same piece. How to make the proper taking, the proper capturing in this situation? If you want to try yourself to find a solution, just pause the video and I will show you how to do it correctly right now. One piece, another, next one, another, next one, next one, this one, that way, and this way, you can take the maximum of 13 black pieces. As the result, stays on the board the white king and also the black piece against. But this piece will be cut easily and taken by the white king. Amazing! Are you ready for the most difficult drafts rule? I hope you are. Remember when I told you that the king can capture multiply through the same square, but over the piece only once? It can be used in the situation that you see on the screen. White pieces can play 29, 23, and now the magic happens. The black king has to capture, but take a look about possibilities. This way, this way, this way, it would take 3 pieces. This way, and this way, it would also take 3 pieces. Okay, going to 32, and now changing the direction in this way would also come with taking 3 pieces. But taking this way, now here and here would come with taking 4 pieces. As we already know the majority capture rule, we know that the king also, as the piece, has to take more pieces, the most pieces it can get. So, just after the taking the first piece, the second piece, the third piece, and the fourth piece, we finish on the square number 29, and after leaving the king on this square, we start to collect the taken pieces. As a matter of fact, we cannot take the last one, the last white piece standing on 33, because there were the piece on 38, and it was not possible to finish the capturing on 38 because the piece was there, or behind the 38, because it would mean that we would take the same piece, the 38 piece, more than once. The move is finished, and now the order goes to white, to take king, first piece, second piece, third piece, and fourth piece, amazingly winning the game with the Turkish cup, the beautiful drafts shot. Like I told you before, we'll talk much more about beautiful drafts combinations, because probably this is the most beautiful part of the game soon. Okay guys, so that's all about how the drafts pieces and kings move and take. And now it's time for something special. The first practice video. In this class there will be a lot of exercises for you, a lot of practice, because I do believe it's the best way to learn how to play drafts. So don't waste your time and see you there. Bye!